My brain is thinking of flavored coffee because I'm about to freaking run out. There's this brand called Dolce Bianco. Sounds oddly Italian. It is actually affordable despite being flavored. I would say I mean, would you consider me a coffee connoisseur? Can I tell the quality of the bean? I'm not entirely sure about that one. Although I have dabbled in the past on I actually still have. Okay, it's like I can't read French. Quai Sud France, like these. I once got the pistachio Nettogewicht. Oh, it's cute. Nettogewicht. Whatever. Okay, I'm just staring at this stupid Cafe Monde. This is very overpriced, and it's like library coffee. It's from France. Avenue Madrid, and I would say that it was definitely nice, but it's one of those like I don't know, man. I don't even have a machine. It's a bit dubious and kind of out of my freaking price range. Oh, so that's very noisy. Oh my god. All right. So I'll just leave it alone for now. No exquisite coffee for this month, but another month maybe. On my bucket list, try every freaking variety they offer at one point. I don't know. Yeah, if you're gonna live until like 80, then you have a lot of time. Don't worry, you're good, mate. All right, enough. I would say gardening, but gardening is to complain. That is not enough. Yickety yak. We are here to read Moonlight. LE-5. Right. Since shit, scary woman. I just saw a person out the window. How do you feel? All better now? Richtig? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm sure of it. The both of us are. I'm going out for a bit, so stay put here. Well, that reminds me, I have to... Well, I did just talk about, my flavored coffee endeavors that must be attended to eventually. I'm going out for a bit, so stay put here. Aha, you're going out again the moment you feel a little better? Yeah, just like the Roman Empire or something. I don't know. Cleo said something about taking vacation. Alright. I've got work to do. Oh. That's fine and all, but shouldn't you at least wait until you've recovered? Don't worry about me. Hibiscus said the same thing. After you wake up, it'd be best to keep resting for a while and monitoring your condition. This doesn't look like a place where you'd monitor people. I don't know, like, would you guys have, like, some form of a cardiovascular machine or something? Because this looks just like a dingy bedroom. No offense, mate. Timmer, room. Wohnzimmer, that means living room. It's an emergency, one that can't wait, alright? But there's not a whole lot of time left until the concert. I think the most important thing to do until then is to make sure you're healthy and well. Cool. And well practiced. I'm sure that's what you want to do. Or what you want to. Can you stop pestering me with that right now? Pestering? That's not what I meant. But I have to go, so don't get in my way. I'll be back as soon as I can. And you really can't tell what you're going to... You really can't tell me what you're going to do? If everything goes well, you'll know soon enough. Alright, monsieur. What about it? I made an appointment to pick it up this afternoon, but I won't be able to go with you. You should go get it yourself. I'm reading a bit too. Remember to bring your cello with you and play a little passage as you're trying it on. Make sure there aren't any areas that feel uncomfortable. Oh, to like test practice if the suit is like too many ornaments can make your quality of living I don't know, more complicated than it should be. Yeah. I'll be back. Be stupid art. Are you ready? Alright. You again. Yes, it's me. I'm here to ask you to put this concert on hold, or at least don't let Ebenholtz and Clyde play together. What did you say? Something terrible is going to happen in the afterglow if those two play together. I did not give that children deserved. So, if what you're saying is true, my recent improvement was due to this so-called false recovery caused by, Ebenholz and cried, and as soon as this phase is over, I'll become critically ill and my life will be in danger? That's right. You've been around them a lot, so the symptoms will also be a little bit more pronounced. Others who've had less contact with them are also affected, and if I let the two of them play together, there's a high possibility that people will die. Correct. Richtig. Even though I don't know the exact reason, having the two play together seems to amplify the effect they have on their surroundings. How likely are we talking about here? I can't say for sure right now. Other than me, who else is in life-threatening condition? Or is it a life-threatening condition, or life-threatening danger, I guess. Over a dozen people from the Afterglow have already been hospitalized in the Cliffy Patio. The Cliffy Patio, in other words, they've already left Ebenholz and Cried's effective range. That should be the case. Then I have a clear picture of the situation. Your answer is no. What? I'm not asking you to cancel the whole concert. You can just cut Ebenholz and Cried's part. I mean, one's a noble, so I feel like there was a lot of, like, advertising, oh, come to this concert, mate, you'll see these blokes. And then, people would be very disappointed, and that would, give Scizerny some bad rep. If you can prove that their duet will cause harm to people other than me, then I'll cancel the concert right away. But it seems that that's not the case. Even you have no idea what would happen if they played together. I can't simply throw away the efforts and aspirations of everyone in the Afterglow over these illusory concerns. Efforts and aspirations? I understand how much this concert means to you, but you don't understand anything. If you truly understood, you wouldn't throw around the word "but" so lightly. Unfortunately, I cannot change the concert schedule on your word alone. Vateline. Mrs. Scizerny, please, give me a straight answer. What makes the concert more important than the lives of the infected? Well, one is, I guess he's unsure if this is actually real, so, you could just be spouting a bunch of shit to, downgrade the popular, blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? Are you suggesting that I'm disregarding people's lives? I'm just saying... Hibiscus. Mrs. Ursula. Come take a little stroll, won't you? But... Come now. Let's head out and calm down first. We can talk about this later, okay? Alright. Oh my goodness, it's a block power. If everything Gertrude said is true, then Cried won't survive this. No, there must be some way to come out ahead on both fronts. Scizerny must know something. No, he's just a musician. He won't be able to help. He seems more nobler than just a musician, but I don't know. Should I tell Cried the truth? Wait, what are you doing? Are you, practicing voodoo magic? But what good would that do? Why are we out here again? It seems to be nighttime. Oh no. No, Rhodes Island. Also, I realized that Rhode Island is actually a real place in America. I did not know that. I'm so... Someone like Hibiscus is only going to send me back to my cell in Antarctica. Right? The Empress's voice. What am I thinking? Is this a suicide mission? It's some random bloke. Oh god. I hope I don't get interrupted. That would be very sad. Also, there's a lot of people and there's a lot of flashing images. No, I've been going around in circles. I'm standing out too much. I need to go somewhere less crowded. Wasn't it just the same two people? All that? Huh? Have I seen that man before? Be careful. Oh, it's the same guy from the flashback. Definitely the crowd. Right, the rumour. There was that rumour. I've got to get to the bottom of this rumour. Who knows, there might even be some clues. Or the person spreading the rumour might know something. But it's all up to me at this point. You sure? This is the best opportunity we're going to get. The longer things drag on, the less time we'll have. It'll only make things harder. Alright, hurry it up then. I'll go report to the higher-ups. I'm counting on you, Herr Lachman? Lachman. Wait, is his name Laughman? Is that because lachen means to laugh? A verb? This work sure is demanding physically and emotionally. It's hard enough spreading the rumors. Now I even have to go there. The city? Someplace? The concert? Where? The slums? Give me a call. Shoot. The sewers. He's heading into the sewers. I'd rather not have to follow him down there. Time to act. Pronto, brother. Let's go. Hold it right there. Who are you? Don't turn around. Tell me, who sent you to spread the rumors in the afterglow? You've got the wrong idea. I just happened over here. I've been following you the whole time here, Lackman. I connected the dots just now. You were the one fanning the flames before and spreading the rumors to have that mob accost the hibiscus. I've got a pretty good memory. Speak. Who sent you here? And what? If, like, Latin Z is like, wait, then what do you speak? Spreche. Spreche. And what were you planning to do in the sewers? What wonderful timing. I'm also quite curious as to what Herr Lachman planned to do in the sewers. Don't turn around, or else. Oh? What do you think will happen? Dun dun dun. Wait, that was way shorter. Oh. There's no way I'm cutting it off there. You know what? Let's do... Okay, he's basically learned some of the Afterglow's history. Isn't that just the city? If Holtz is about to detain his target, but an agent suddenly appears. An opportune flee into the sewers. The two give... Okay, they're probably, like, partners in crime. Let's do this. Okay. I want more... Who are you? Who... That bist du. Who are you? I told you not to turn around. You let the mark to get away. I said who the hell are you? Easy now, my dear Graf. Settle down. My official identity can be a bit messy to explain, so just treat me as a spy. I am called Beagler. Just sounds like burglar. You. Why do I have to jump out at this exact moment? That man escaped because of you. Considering he ended up down in the sewers, it'll take him a long time to find another exit. Besides, you stopped him right before he went on into the sewer. Who knows, maybe the two of you saw that you were in a disadvantageous position and tried to put on a little show to try to fool me. You seriously think we're in cahoots? He and I. Is this like some 4D chess situation where, like, I feel like Beagler is actually, you know, partnered with the rumor person, and they're just doing a little bit of brain fuckery, essentially. Are you going to tell me that someone coerced you into going to see Gertrude? Spare me the bad jokes. You're worth much more than he is, Gravertica. Oh, maybe it's just a third party. You can't stop me. Can't stop me now. When it comes to compatibility, it's true that I can't stop you, but think carefully. This is a job straight. Get out else from their majesties. Take a look. I've dealt with these things since I was 6. Perhaps, personally don't mind your snark. Snark pages! Oh! Personally don't mind your snark, but you best show some self-restraint when it comes to their majesty's affairs. Restraint? When you, a lowly spy, figure out that you've got the wrong person, you're going to be the one begging for the forgiveness. You don't seem to understand the situation you're in, my good Graf Vertica. I mean, but enough of that. Don't try to stall for time here. Come with me. Where to? Wohin? To where you belong. Don't worry, we've prepared detention Facilities for suspects from all walks of life? Wait, this guy might be working with Hibiscus. I assure you, you'll enjoy the finest treatment. This is so dodgy. Let me tell you something, Herr Burglar. Ready to beg for mercy, or is it a bribe? In case of the latter, I'd be more than glad to oblige. I doubt a little money is enough for you to let me go. Why do I get the impression that you'd take me away regardless, even after you pocketed the money? Hello, folk. I find you rather easy to get along with here, Burglar. You remind me of the Urtuk I know so well, when most of the people are just upstanding as you. I'm honored to hear that. But what I really want to know is what that man is doing in the sewers. But you were the one who stopped him right under my nose. Oh, you guys were both chasing the same person? Also, I want, Lesser, one moment, well, this is a bit embarrassing to say, but I wanted to resolve things up here. One of my agents liked to tell stories that would make you want to hurl. Of the ones that instantly killed your appetite for the day, the worst all came from the sewers. If your stomach upset, perhaps we should go for a cup of coffee to smooth things over. I'd love to, but I'd much rather find out what he's doing there. I might as well go after him. And this is all your fault, Herr Burglar. As long as you let me head down, you can keep pointing your wand at me. I won't try to run. Laufen rennen, there's two words. Two words. Zwei Worte für rennen und laufen, I think. One sounds much closer to English than the other one. I will warn you in advance, there will be consequences for running away from me without authorization, regardless of the reason. What kind? Will you put me down? You would at least be stripped of your status, even if you're proven innocent in the future. You'd never be able to step into the spire of Ortica ever again. Don't threaten me with a good time, eh? I might be even more inclined to try running now. In any case, since you insist on heading down there after you grab Ortica, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. In case they're just about to head down together in the sewers in the middle of the night. What about Clyde? I mean, this is kind of an emergency situation. Hibiscus, this isn't a lecture, but I can't speak to mine hair that way. But Mr. Casernius, there's lots of things he can't say, leaving this old lady to say 'em. Please, make your presence known. Do you know how the afterglow got its name? I don't. Mine hair once said. Cars. It is precisely because night falls that the afterglow is more precious. If the long veil of the night were to lift, what could be more dazzling and awe-inspiring than the warm afterglow? It's a wonderful thing, but... Okay, wait, I forgot how to do a yeehaw accent. It's really, I just think of the Squid Games when he is trying, I also think of Specialist. Oh, he's a specialist. He's a cook! The two over there, Frau Ursula and Hibiscus. Come, if you want to chat, do it over here. Why the long face, Hibiscus? Did something happen? If you're worried that my, cuisine isn't, gesund enough, I also have some sparkling water. Come around. Let's oblige him this time. Frau Ursula, what's wrong with Hibiscus? Did she get into an argument? None of that. Enough random guessing. I was telling Hibiscus about the history of the afterglow. The afterglow's history. Now that's something I can be more familiar with. Not bragging either, but I bet I know even more than Frau Ursula here. The afterglow didn't used to be a residential area for the infected. It was one of the Weisham's industrial plates. Don't underestimate me just because I'm settling up the shop over here. Back in my day, I was in charge of feeding hundreds of associates. Remember, industry. Could it be that this place was turned into an infected residential area because of the spread of the uropathy due to the industrial waste? Oh my goodness, Montana. Sorry. I just didn't toxic pitland. Huh. Industrialization did bring a lot of infected. What about nuclear areas? When did the Black Plague happen? In the 16th century? This just sounds really stupid. I just never looked into it. I don't think so. I think it was slightly more recent than that. 17th century, maybe. Because in the 15th century, Protestants started existing, right? In Britain. Martin Luther. And his divorce. And the church. Okay, I'm just thinking about stuff. Industrialization did bring a lot of infected here. But back in the Lithuanians' old days, there was no such thing as a ghetto for the infected. Huh, I won't keep on rambling on. One year, Weishaupt constructed a magnificent concert hall that struck the entire world with but a single order from His Majesty, now known as our Afterglow Hall. Back then, that's not what the concert hall was called. His Majesty? Which one are you referring to? Oh dear, Hibiscus, let's not worry about the details, alright? If it's His Majesty. I get it. When the concert hall was completed, he still, rhymed, and nobody dared to say anything. Oh, the monarchy! But he left us just as quickly, and Graf Strollo, who took over Weishaupt, hated his concert hall. Maybe hate isn't the right word, but rather was too quick to show loyalty. Shh. No random guessing. A few years later, the powers issued an order to supposedly improve the treatment of the infected. Graf Utica, the Graf at that time took the opportunity, so that the noble at that time took the opportunity to lump the concert hall together with the industrial plate, and turned it all into the infected ghetto. I looked all over, and before that, there was no such thing as infected quarters anywhere in Lithuania. The Count, the Graf at the time, wasn't that the very same Dame Gertrude? Oh, Margaret Thatcher Milk Snatcher. Apparently she was like, ice cream scientist before she became, public enemy of Britain #1, which is very silly. What the hell did I just see in the corner? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to ask for help. I just saw something spooky in the corner of my room. It wasn't either her father or her oldest brother. I can't really remember, but it wasn't actually her. Though the Graf at the time designed this area for the infected, he didn't care whether the people in it lived or died. They're just basically chucking all the... He even had all the industrial facilities torn down. Would it be fair to call infected undesirables? Because it is like an infectious disease? Kind of the way... What's the etymology of zombies? Because I looked into the etymology of, like, vampires and, like... But what about zombies? Like, they're a fictional creation. There's no such thing as a... Obviously, to have us fend for ourselves. So among nobles, this place became known as the Afterglow, and the concert had also become the Afterglow. The name Afterglow represented the idea that we wouldn't last long, just like their last rays of light in the evening. It's like calling a place covertly, or covetly? Is that not covertly? Covet? No. Covetly, I think it's covet, right? Covet? Covetly or tacitly, indirectly. Okay, I was going to say something, then I lost my train of thought. Ugh, that's simply cruel and unusual. Unheimlich, uncanny, seltsam, let's go. It was pretty over the top. But for the Afterglow at the time, the word was a perfect fit. That word was a perfect fit. Everyone fought desperately to survive, to let the lingering rays of sunlight on the horizon struggle for just a bit longer. We set up stalls, we ran errands. Some of us even turned into hired thugs for wealthy people in the other plates. Ha! Those were some chaotic years. Is the mafia real? This sounds really stupid. I never looked into it. I feel like it is, isn't it? I know that it, like, I watched this anime called Nisekoi, and then that was like a plot line. I also watched, there was like 3 abridged episodes, but then they never continued the dub, so I actually watched both seasons of the anime. Chitoje! Was that her name? Chitoje? Lady with the red ribbon. Later on, Herr Cesarni stepped forward. He started out as a nobody, niemand. He had written a few pieces, but he was infected. Everything was published anonymously under a pen name or just anon. His works were magnificent, even attracting attention from the fancy folk atop the spires. But once they saw that Herr Cesarni was from the Afterglow, they quickly turned away and left. That was until he wrote Morgen und Abend. Ursula would be more qualified to speak about Morgen und Abend than me. So I'll turn the floor over to her. Miss Ursula? Oh, it's actually quite simple. The one who taught piano to mine had a daughter, Enklin. Tochter, and she was good friends with him. The two were on very good terms, and they were just about as good as each other. They were... Why do I feel like there's fucking phlegm in my mouth? They were awfully competitive, always trying to one-up the other. Sadly, the girl passed away when mine hair was 20 years old. What was that? Losing her was a huge blow to him. Oh yeah, Cesarni, I forgot. Losing her was a huge blow to him. Day in and day out, he spoke hardly a word. He grew thinner and thinner by the day. Until he finally showed a stack of sheet music, told me it's his newest composition, and that he wasn't gonna publish this one anonymously. And anonymity. Okay. There's the Griffin. Then she was the very same dame you mentioned. Still don't know why, but by the Griffin sought out mine hair. She became his sponsor and also went along with all his ideas. She gave him her full backing, finally letting Morgen und Abend carry the Cesarni and spread it all throughout the Afterglow. Okay, so it became like a national treasure. I can't imagine that, but I'm starting to understand a bit of what Mr. Cesarni meant in his saying. Morgen und Abend was so popular and beloved. The folk in the spires couldn't blind eye anymore. They had no choice. They had to acknowledge mine hair's talent. So then, Mr. Cesarni began to cultivate people in the Afterglow who had musical talent. That's right. Seeing how, as we are in Le Fin, the one thing we aren't short on is musicians. I might not have any talent, but even I... Oh, stop it, you're just being humble. A few years ago, you were still playing the accordion while yodeling about your pickled cabbage. Oh, that's so freaking cute. Wait, sauerkraut. Pickled, that's basically what that is. Back in my factory days, I had to gather everyone up for lunch. Mittagessen. Way easier to use an accordion than to shout. Anyway, once music became a part of the Afterglow, our worst days finally passed. Composing, performing, teaching, making instruments. Plenty of folk published their compositions and most performers can't leave the Afterglow. But still, the money it brought in gave the Afterglow a foot in the door. But before long, mine hair got into some big fight with a Griffin. A big fight? Looked like a clash of ideas. Not that understand. Did someone miss a text here? Did someone miss a word? Hast du Worten essen? Worten essen? No, that doesn't make... Hast du Worte essen? Did you ingest a word? The Griffin stayed the hare's patron, but the two have hardly made contact since. Andante, what's wrong? Cries grandfather? He's gone missing? I'll head back right away. Wasn't he, like, bedridden? Also, I hear noises. What is this? Oh, no. Huh? Thank you very much. See you. Goodbye. Hope to see you again. If anything doesn't fit quite right, bring it back and I'll fix it for you. Oh yeah, Clyde was getting his suit for the concert, I remember. It's already so late. Even else should be back by now, right? Oh, huh? What is that? An Originium slug? Dun dun dun! Alright. Next is Dance Macabre. Wait, no, it's Verklärte Nacht. Cloud means clear, no? I mean, I can just shoot, fly shoots, free association, organization. I'm gonna stop making fish noises. Beast life means just steal in the moment, but that's not really true, so. Beach better. Toodaloo, mates. Alright. Okay, yes. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the description. Probably a massive nothing blah 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 blah.